Alright guys, let's finish up by taking the first subject, primary and secondary immune response. What's meant by immune response? Immune response is the body reaction against an infectious agent or disease. So there is naturally an innate immune response and an adaptive immune response. But as I've told you in the previous point, that there is no training, no development, no specificity for the innate system, and therefore the immune response is constantly the same for either the first time or the second time or whatever. So, and therefore we are just going to focus on the primary and secondary immune response in terms of, or as far as the adaptive immunity is concerned. Okay? So also we have the table. I will draw it, then we can fill the table together. This is a curve. You have the time. You have antibody titer. Well, the adaptive immunity is involved with the process of antibody production. As you may recall from the previous point, there is TB interaction. How exactly the TB interaction leads to the pathogen destruction? The T cell gets activated, then it activates the B cell. The B cell, when it's activated, is called plasma cells, and they produce huge amount or concentration of antibodies. These antibodies help in the process of bacteria or whatever the pathogen is elimination. Okay, so basically we have about 5 antibodies, IgG, IgA, IgM, IgE, IgD. Yeah, 5 classes of antibodies. Right here I will focus just on the IgG and IgM, because when it's the first time for a specific pathogen to get in the body responds by producing IgM first. So this is the first antibody to be produced in the process of immune response. Okay, so when it's the first time, the body reacts by producing IgM. When it's the second time or it's a chronic condition, the body responds by producing IgG. So we will come to the details of all of the classes of antibodies, and you will come to understand all of the subjects or the topics related to antibodies, immunoglobulins, in the lecture of antibodies. Alright, we have antibody titer or antibody concentration. We have time right here. So if there is a specific pathogen, let's say that's it, it's the first time when it enters the body, first of all, the innate system responds, and takes a while before the adaptive system starts to respond. After that, the adaptive immune system responds by producing antibodies. For a while, then the antibody starts to drop. Okay, so this is primary immune response. The IgG produced right here is IgM, and it needs time. So you see this is lag period. Then the concentration rapidly or gradually starts to drop down. So this is the case, the primary or the first time that this infectious agent gets to into the body. What about if it's the second time? The same infectious agent, but it's the second time. So it's not going to be the same period. It starts, quickly. Why? Yeah. Why do you think? Good job. Although we are thousands of miles away from each other, but I can hear you very well. You've said it right, because they are memory cells. So start to rise, last for a long period of time, then drops gradually. So in this case is the secondary immune response. The antibody produced right here is IgE. So let's put this into the chart or the table. Well, we have primary immune response, we have secondary immune response. So onset, primary, slow, what about the secondary? Relatively rapid. Good. What about the antibody involved? Primary, IgM. What about the secondary? IgE. Okay. What about the concentration? Antibody titer. Primary, high. Okay, good. What about the cells involved? Well, it's activated B cells and T cells, right? Because adaptive immunity. What about the other one? Excellent. Memory versions of B and T cells. All right. What about the duration? What about the duration? You see, this is the primary, and this one is secondary. What was this one? Long duration. So by this we've come to the end of the video. I hope that this explanation is explicit and simple. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.